My name is Nageshwar Reddy. I work at the Asian Institute of Gastroenterology in Hyderabad, India. The small bowel has always been a difficult area for the endoscopists. In fact, we didn't have proper instrumentation to examine this long organ. The advent of double balloon enteroscopy made a lot of changes, and of course capsule endoscopy added to this. The whole field of small bowel pathology became clear to us now. For several years, a spiral enteroscope, which was hand powered, was actually created by Professor Ackerman and his group, and was showed in several demonstrations. But of course, because of a lot of difficulties in using this, it didn't become very popular. And soon Olympus has made this into a power spiral enteroscope, which was much easier to use and was commercialized very recently. There's been only one study with this, which has come from the German group, which has demonstrated very clearly that this was very useful in evaluating small bowel lesions. And therefore, I think this becomes a very important tool for us to look at what's happening in the small intestine. From our institute, we recently did a study which was published in Gastrointestinal Endoscopy titled Diagnostic Yield and Therapeutic Impact of a Novel Motorized Spiral Enteroscopy in Small Bowel Disease, a single center real world experience from Tertiary Care Hospital. Leading this study was Dr. Mohan Ramchandani, who is the director of our interventional endoscopy in AAG hospitals. Mohan, can you tell us why you conducted this study?
As you told Dr. Reddy, that small bowel disorders are a therapeutic and diagnostic challenge for all of us, and the deep enteroscopy was up till now done by balloon assisted enteroscopy, which of course has brought paradigm shift, but simultaneously it is quite cumbersome to do. It takes longer time, and the pan enteroscopy rates are varied depending upon the expertise and the region from they have reported. And recently we have got this motorized spiral enteroscope, which has got a lot of features which makes it attractive option to do deep enteroscopy. And with that aim in mind, that what is the efficacy of this motorized spiral enteroscopy in real world clinical scenario, we did this study.
So what are the important findings in this study that you found?
Okay, so this study was a retrospective analysis, and we got around 92 patients referred for the evaluation of the small bowel disorders. And out of these 92 patients, 31 patients we excluded because we did not want to do patients who undergone previous abdominal or pelvic surgeries, those who have ASA class more than 3, those patients who have large esophageal varices, those who have difficult airways. We excluded these patients, and 31 patients were excluded, and ultimately we included around 61 patients for this motorized spiral enteroscopy, and majority of our indications were obscure GI bleed, 32 patients. We also included patients who presented to us chronic abdominal pain and those who have indeterminate cross-sectional imaging, and we wanted to integrate further the small bowel disorder and chronic diarrhea. So 61 patients were included, and in this study the technical success of the motorized spiral enteroscopy, out of 61, 57 successfully underwent the motorized spiral enteroscopy, and in 4 patients there was technical failure. And if you see that pan enteroscopy rate, which is the most important aspect, we could do 61% of patients whom we did total enteroscopy with this new device, and 31% patients were done by antegrade, and additional 29% patient underwent complete enteroscopy when a retrograde enteroscopy was also included. And as far as depth of maximal insertion is concerned, it was around 465 centimeter from antegrade route, which was completed in 40 minutes, which was very quick, and retrograde around 140 centimeter we could go in around 35 minutes. Major feature was that there were no major adverse event. However, the minor adverse events were seen in around 1/4 of the patient, including throat discomfort or minor erosions. The overall diagnostic yield was 65%, and we could do therapeutic intervention in 24% of the patient. So these were our major finding in this.
And Mohan, you have extensive experience using this enteroscope now, the motorized spiral enteroscope. What is the difference between this scope and other enteroscopes? Because you also published on single balloon and double balloon enteroscope.
Yes.
So what is the difference between these scopes?
So the major advantage of this scope is that it is self-propulsion, and you don't have to do push and pull maneuvers which we used to do in balloon assisted enteroscopy, which is quite cumbersome. And here we have a motor which rotates the spiral over tube on an enteroscope, and which converts this rotational energy into a linear energy, and the whole small bowel is pleated behind this enteroscope. So this makes this enteroscope very attractive because you can use a smaller enteroscope. It's around 168 centimeter, and the accessories which are available in routine clinical practice can be used for therapeutic procedures. You don't have to get the longer accessories. The flip side of this is that we don't have the tactile feedback. So the machine has to be sensitive for the resistance. So as soon as the machine encounters a resistance, it stops because we cannot feel the resistance. So that makes it difficult in doing procedures whenever there are kinks or adhesions, especially in post-operative patients. And this requires some time to remove the scope. That means we have to do this procedure in endotracheal intubation. All the patient needs to be endotracheal intubated, because if there is a desaturation, we may have time to withdraw the scope. So these are some of the features. One of the things which we found very important was separate irrigation, which is available here, which helps us to do underwater enteroscopy, and also allows us to do better therapeutics, because the bleeding thing and all we can see much better when the accessory water channel is available. And moreover, the therapeutic channel, which is 3.2 as compared to 2.8 in balloon assisted enteroscopy, makes our life very easy as far as deep enteroscopy is concerned.
Yeah, I think the whole field of enteroscopy has suddenly expanded now with the advent of this power spiral enteroscope, motorized enteroscope. We now have an access to parts of the small intestine which we didn't have. But I think it's going to be further developments in this area. I believe that the scopes are going to get better. Maybe thinner scopes, because we sometimes have difficulty in passing this enteroscope through the stomach, the power spiral one. Maybe scope gets thinner and then it goes into the intestine, it can expand there and then again catch the intestine very easily. I think we are going to develop better accessories in this area so that we can do all sorts of difficult procedures which we have been doing with upper GI endoscopy or colonoscopy. And finally, I think artificial intelligence is also going to find a way into this enteroscopy, so that it's going to be maybe self-guided enteroscope, or characterizing the lesions will become very easy. All these exciting developments, I believe, will occur in the next few years.